Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel. In this video I am reviewing my favorite hairbrush and I will be telling you some features, what I like about it, and whether I think it's worth the investment. So my favorite hairbrush is actually the Pearson popular mixture hairbrush. And what it means by mixture is it has both the nylon plastic bristles as well as the boar bristles. And I'm going to zoom in so you can get that a little bit closer for you. And you see that the nylon bristles are a little bit taller than the boar bristles, so it's staggered like that. This is the large size and it has about 8 rings of bristles in it, I believe. And it appears to be a black handle paddle, but it's actually ruby. And the way you can tell is you hold up a light behind it. I won't blind you, I promise. You see that? The red coming through the plastic when I put a flashlight next to it. So it's a very beautifully made brush. I discovered it 3 years ago when I was in London with my family, and we went to that store, Liberty of London, and I saw it there for whatever the British pound equivalent for $240 was, and I thought, no way a brush is worth that. How could it do all these great things and really make a difference? But I admired it for a little bit. I think my mother-in-law took notice, and I ended up receiving it for Christmas that year as a gift. And I let it sit in its box for about a year before I touched it. I think I just didn't know how to use it. I wanted to understand what it did and how to properly take care of it before I dove in. So finally I started using it one day, and I thought, okay, whoa, this thing feels like you're receiving a scalp massage from the fingertips of God. It felt incredible, and it felt like it was not pulling my hair. It was gentle at the same time while it was dispersing natural oils and all that. So it felt great. And I think the reason that is, I'm no expert or anything, but these little nylon bristles, being the higher height that they are, those were the ones that were really bendy and gently rubbing against my scalp, while the boar bristles were the ones helping move my natural oils through my hair. As soon as I pulled it through, I was like, oh my gosh, my hair feels softer, detangled, it looked shinier. It really did look shinier. And I was pretty impressed by that. So another thing that I liked about it is it was gentle on my tender scalp. I don't like having my hair tugged at and pulled, and I've always been that way. Every brush that looks like it's gonna hurt, I just kind of cringe and brace for it. But this one, having the cushion that it does, that vulcanized rubber there, you can actually hear this. The whistle, it's a little pinhole right on the tip there. Do you see that? And it's cushioned because it's giving as you press it against your scalp. So it's made for people like us that have the tender scalp. And I love that. And it's so smoothing. And you know to start at the bottom and work your way up. Sometimes we forget. I sometimes forget. But it's lightweight, yet it's sturdy. I feel like I've got a good grip. And it has the ability to detangle without leaving my hair stick straight and flat. Because some things will detangle your hair and you just look like weighed down. But I don't think this does that. So it's probably because it's kind of awakening something in your scalp, reviving it, and making it, I'm just making gibberish up at this point, but it's a great brush. And it retails for $240. I know, it's really expensive, but I think if you are spending the money and going to the salon to get your hair cut, colored, styled, buying the Redken or Big Sexy or whatever products, you're already spending hundreds of dollars every time you go get your hair done. If you're doing all that and you're using, like what I used to use all the time, you know, a goodie hairbrush for $5–10, maybe you consider investing in something that'll take care and help prevent split ends, because I really have noticed a difference with split ends when I use this. And I recently had a baby, not that recent, it was 8 months ago, but I had the postpartum hair loss, and so I had a lot of, well, it thinned, and then I had breakage around right here and here. I had lash fallout, and so I was trying to figure out something to help my hair around these areas, and this is it. This is helping disperse the oils. It helps kind of, you can kind of see these little wild things that stick out, but it helps calm them down without product. I'm not putting spray and whatever in, so all in all, this I think is worth it if you're, like I said, going to the salon, spending the money already. Consider investing in this. However, if you're someone who has a friend cut your hair, you cut your own hair, you do box dye at home, this may not be for you. You may not be ready to invest in this yet, and that's okay. It is not an absolutely must have, but it is a very nice to have if it's in your budget or if someone gives it to you. So anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe and click the bell, and you can be notified when I put out new videos with this kind of content. And just remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by the Creator. Until next time.